Welcome back to SBR Forum Videos. Will Peyton Manning be able to bounce back from what was a really bad December in 2014 to lead the Broncos here, and a 2015 coming in with the Broncos that had a lot of question marks and 2 years removed from one of the best seasons of a quarterback has ever had? Of course, Peyton Manning did regress slightly here, according to our own Matthew Jordan, who has written up this article in length here. Check it out at sportsbookreview.com. But with 4,700 yards and 39 touchdowns, Manning still had a pretty good season. Of course, it was still far away from the 55 touchdowns he threw in 2013, but not a lot of people were projecting that Manning was going to have that kind of season again. And if you believe that Manning was playing through injury, which it does seem like that was a possibility last season, if he can come back healthy here just under the age of 40, the Broncos still should have a really good shot at getting out of the AFC West and getting back into the Super Bowl to potentially get Manning one more before he hangs him up. Now, the problem was last year, as I mentioned, his horrible December. He completed 63% of his passes. However, he threw for less than 1,000 yards in the month of December, and as Jordan points out, only had 3 touchdowns compared to 6 interceptions, which was far from what he did in the first 3 months of the season. Now, Manning should be able to bounce back here, but there are some question marks here. Of course, he's got a new head coach in Gary Kubiak after John Fox bolted for Chicago. A new scheme will probably come with that, but with Manning's intelligence and football IQ, I have no doubt that he's going to be able to take advantage of that here with the re-signing of Demaryius Thomas, his best wide receiver. However, as I've mentioned in a couple articles about the AFC West, he did lose his big-time tight end in Julius Thomas. One of his favorite red zone targets is now in Jacksonville, and he'll have to rely on some of the other wide receivers in that scheme to get the ball into the red zone, or potentially the young running back core that he has, which absolutely carried this team down the stretch and into the playoffs. If they can find the balance here with the running game and Manning here at his advanced age, I have no doubt that the Denver Broncos will be able to bounce back here. But I don't think we're going to. I agree with Jordan's assessment that I don't think Manning is regressing at all. I think it could have been just a slight hiccup there late in the season with a potential injury on the horizon. However, he does also have to deal with a new offensive line heading into the season and a pretty tough schedule to boot. So a lot of things could go wrong for the Denver Broncos this season. However, a lot of things could also go right. So it remains to be seen what kind of year we're going to get out of Peyton Manning. But I can definitely, I think, agree with his assessment that 30 touchdowns and another 4,000 yards is absolutely on the horizon here for this Denver Broncos legend in Peyton Manning. But that'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out some of our other AFC previews coming out all throughout the week here at Sportsbook Review. But until next time, for SBR Forum Videos, I'm Jordan Sharp.